It's Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil. Hell yeah. Okay.
And the reason being is just because, not because he was rich, but the fact that he provided for his family. He worked hard. He built up to that and got them into the situation that they were in as far as school and neighborhood and all this stuff. But then it was also the fact of two other things where he stepped up and was Will's dad. He took the role and didn't take it lightly, and then the fact of he was on the right side of, like, I guess you could say, like, the law, if you will. And he never let anything slip, but he never was overbearing.
Yeah.
I think that was the coolest thing, where I think maybe that's where I get a little bit of that tough but fair, or strict but fair.
Yeah.
And it's because he let things slide, but he also was like, all right, okay. But Uncle Phil was he was everybody's dad that didn't have the dad that wanted that dad.
Yes.
What I mean? So
yeah,
it's just one of those, like, I think because I watched it so much, and then I kind of re-see clips and things like that. It was just the fact of he was very selfless. He did, he had a lot of money, but he didn't let that make him.
No.
And he wanted to make sure his family was taken care of. So what, they got to go skiing in the Alps or whatever it is, and shit like that. But it didn't matter. He still made sure that with the exception of not Ashley.
God.
Why am I? But anyways, she was a
spoiled little brat.
Yeah. She was spoiled, but wow, for being one of my favorite shows, I fucking forgot her name. But
we forgot stuff on The Office too. So it is what it is. But yeah, no, I get you. Yeah.
But no, that's so that was why with him, it was just like, he had this natural, you really thought that James Avery was probably like that in real life.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I think it honestly kind of makes me think of Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World, was that they said it in a really interesting way, was that I think it was Will Friedle and Ryder Strong. They were being interviewed, and they said, what was your favorite Feeney advice? And they said, honestly, they're all good, but we didn't just learn from Feeney. There was an actor underneath of that we worked with that was, in our opinion, way wiser than the character, and that we learned from every day. James Avery he was a guy that the camera just loved him.
Yeah.
And just no matter what he was doing, he had such a beautiful way of portraying Uncle Phil, is that he could be very, very, light. He's like, are you crank? Are you kidding me? Or whatever. You're going to be racked up in so much litigation. Your grandchildren are going to need lawyers. He had that intensity. And I think that him being, starting off, because wasn't it, he was a lawyer and then became a judge?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, because I don't think I've ever watched the whole thing.
And the fact that he came from a pig farm or something like that when he was younger, and that's what I mean. You get a little bit of a backstory, and from what I remember, not that he grew up in a shitty place, but I just don't think they had a lot of money, and that they worked hard.
Yeah.
But then now he's a very successful judge, and makes a lot of money and lives in a nice neighborhood. But again, he still has those roots in him like that, and that's what I liked about it.
So, okay, I actually have a side question to everything.
Okay,
what's your favorite? What's your favorite Dr. Phil moment? What's your favorite Uncle Phil moment?
It's going to have to be between the scene with him and Will.
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
That, or it's probably when is it when when they're having the pool party and they go,
Yo, Dad, you popped my duck.
Yeah. And they're trying to it's I think they're trying to reminisce of what happened, all three stories. I think all of those, because one, he's super sweet. One is the truth, and one, he's this giant monster.
Hillary, that's her name.
God
Hillary.
damn it.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to look it up. It was bothering me.
I was
Hillary.
going through the ABCs in my head when I wasn't talking, trying to get her name.
No, it's, oh my God. Yeah. Cause
Fuck me.
Dude, the entire, like, I remember watching that as a kid and just howling with laughter because it's the one time that we've ever seen Carlton stand up to his father.
Yeah, and it's not real.
You bought my dog. And he's just like,
oh, I'm sorry. Like,
I didn't mean to. If you guys could just keep it down just a little bit, that'd be great. Like,
or that, or when he, gets the British accent when one of his friends or somebody comes over that's British and he responds to him in the British accent constantly. And
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh God, you have to watch. Okay. We'll watch that. We'll watch that clip afterwards. But yeah, it's a good one. Yeah.
Hell yeah. My absolute favorite moment. I was half awake when I watched it and I was probably, I don't know, maybe 7 or something. And it was when the cricket was in the house.
Oh, yeah.
And they couldn't find it. Like, they looked everywhere.
And he stepped on it.
The fact they're in the middle of an argument, he walks up the step and, oh, I killed the cricket. Like, just, it was, we are talking, I needed oxygen laugh. Like, I was kind of half awake, and then I realized what happened, and it was one of those, like, and just belly laughing at that point. Like, I love comedy like that, where they implement something that you're probably going to forget about because it becomes ambient. And then you realize later in the middle of an argument, now the story has changed. Now we're back to that and it's resolved. And it's like completely on accident.
Or the fact of, I forget what episode it was, but I think somebody woke him up. Was it Vivian or was it somebody? But he was like, damn it, Vivian, get off me. I'm not a machine.
Oh yeah. It's when they were in the cave together. It was him, Carlton and Will. Yeah. Just, oh my God. It was, oh man. I remember just, James Avery, just his portrayal was great. I'm wow, Uncle Phil. That's not what I would have pegged. Like that's such a good choice.
Like I said, it was awesome. Just the fact of what drew me to him in the first place, of just like always remembering him and seeing him in the show, even as as a teenager and kid. But that's, I don't know. Like I said, for one of them, I threw him in there. I thought that was a good one because it is somebody that, like, I quote, aspire to be, like, who doesn't want to be successful and take care of their family and make sure that they have everything.
Yeah.
And then also remember where you came from and stay humble.